Orale, you already know who it is. It's your boy Gordo tapping in from Phoenix, Arizona. And as you guys can see on the thumbnail, who I'm going in on. Again, SPM. Man, I seen this video right here by Treats, or I can't even, media. Okay, Trap Trees or whatever it is. I don't know. But I seen this video. I had to react to it, man. Let's get into it. Let's get into this shit. I can't even wait, man.
The South the rule came up out the blue. I show haters hell and bomb flowers too. If I was you, I wouldn't.
Hey, what up, YouTube? This your boy, the one and only Wetback, the #1 Mojado, Solado, all that, coming straight out of Texas, ATS to be exact. Now we talking about South Park Mexican.
Okay, we talking about South Park Molester. Oh boy, don't even deserve the end of that title. We don't claim him, homie. We don't claim him. He's embarrassing. It's a disgrace.
Carlos Coy. And I wanted to talk about the case that everybody keep talking about. People talking about stuff that they don't know. They talk about this paperwork. When you go online and you look up that paper, that's not the paperwork. That is something that somebody orchestrated and that somebody typed up.
This vato. Are you serious, Holmes? You really think that they're gonna let some baboso get on there and just type it up and put that shit on there? Come on, man. That is the paperwork. That's the court shit, dog. Carlos Coy versus the state of Texas, Harris County, 351st District. I've already did my homework. And obviously you have too, because I've already seen this video. But we're going to get into it.
So, that being said, I was locked up, unfortunately. And I went through the law library and I pulled up the penal code Texas versus Carlos Coy case. I pulled it up. Hundreds of papers. So I read everything from top to bottom.
Okay, so he just admitted that he read everything from top to bottom. Okay, that's right. You heard it himself. Let's see.
And I'm not gonna lie to you, man. Like, it was a lot of stuff in there that was disturbing, but then it was a lot of stuff.
You know what, man? Disturbing is an understatement. That shit was sick. That shit was nasty. Embarrassing.
In there that was red flags when it came to the case. Now the disturb.
Now I wonder what his red flags are gonna be. Let's see what his red flags are.
Thing was, of course, they're getting into the detail about the little girl. They're talking about the little girl was staying with SPM's daughter, Carly Coy, and they were watching Scary Movie 2 in the bedroom. SPM went in there and tucked them in the bed, left. And they said that
come on now. Come on, homie. I know it's hard to spit it out. Spit it out, though. I know it's hard. Your boy's guilty. But spit it out.
he had touched her inappropriately before that.
Correct.
In the bedroom. Then they go on to say he goes back into the bedroom after they're tucked in and he performs oral sex for 60 seconds is what the little 9-year-old girl said. Is that he put his mouth on her pubescent area for 1 minute approximately. Not a minute and 5 seconds, not a minute and 30 seconds, not 2 minutes.
Okay, did you just hear yourself what you just said? That the little girl stated that she said it was 60 seconds, okay? And you're saying that you don't know how or understand how she would know 60 seconds, okay? Let me tell you something, man. For one, I'm sure the little girl wasn't accounting. For two, she was 9 years old. I highly doubt that it maybe has seemed like 60 seconds, but you just contradicted yourself right now. Let me rewind this. I want you to hear this again. Look.
Is what the little 9-year-old girl said.
What the little 9-year-old girl said
is that he put his mouth on her pubescent area for 1 minute approximately. Not a minute and 5 seconds.
Approximately,
Not a
you
minute and
just
30
said.
seconds. Not 2 minutes. So that to me
So
was a red flag because it
approximately
was like,
means that it could have been longer. It could have been less time, right? And you're just saying you don't know how the little girl would know the exact amount of time. Come on, man.
so you mean to tell me, and I'm not vouching for this, I'm just using logic. So you mean to tell me that a 9-year-old little girl was timing how long the said accuser, who is South Park Mexican, how long he performed oral sex on this 9-year-old little girl?
Do you know how stupid that shit sounds, bro? Do you know how stupid that shit sounds? Just like I said, do you really believe that a 9-year-old little girl is going to know and exactly and be counting how long he was down there? Come on now.
I find that flabbergasted and hard to believe.
I find it flabbergasted that you still support this dude, this lame.
That any child that is being sexually assaulted would be quiet or not fight back or scream, or the fact that
Come on, man. Really? Really? She's going to fight back and scream when she is at his house with his daughter. Okay? You really think that little girl's going to feel comfortable to fight back and scream? 9 years old? Come on, man. You got to be smarter than that.
Carly Coy wouldn't even be alerted and aware of what's going on in the bed beside her. So that being said, I hate the fact that South Park Mexican's family has to go through this, or that Carly Coy even has to hear her name being brought up in these type of allegations. So I apologize. I'm not trying.
Yeah, it is too bad that his family has to go through this, but not him. He deserves every bit of it. Fuck that dude.
Offend nobody. But South Park Mexican was sentenced for. Alright, my bad. I had a disturbance. So South Park Mexican.
Come on, my boy. You know you didn't have no disturbance. You know you just had to regroup. Because you know your boy's guilty and you know you had to rethink of what you were going to say. I bet you I can put money on that shit.
Was charged for the sexual assault on a 9-year-old little girl with no evidence whatsoever. Another thing, whenever a situation happens like this, you want to take your child to the hospital and get DNA samples. Period. What parent doesn't take their child to the hospital immediately after this happens? Now, the story is said that he dropped off the little girl and then he
Yes, he did drop off the little girl, and he also sat there and had breakfast or lunch or whatever it was with his with the parents. So, and you mean to tell me that when this just happens, that little girl is gonna go run right away and go tell her parents? Man, she was probably scared inside, probably didn't know what to think, you know, probably was embarrassed. All that shit, man. You don't know. You don't know.
had a meal and sat at the table with them. So what's also disturbing is after the fact that allegedly he performed this oral sex on this little girl, that all of a sudden she goes and tells him, "Hey, I don't feel good. Can you take me home?" Now that's a red flag right there, because why wouldn't the little girl be scared? Why would she even?
Come on, man. You and your red flags, homie. Now, obviously, she told him that she didn't feel good. She wanted to go home because she was probably scared. And was probably couldn't stop thinking about what that nasty ass fool had done to her. Man, you don't know. You weren't that girl. You ain't no. You weren't the kid, man. Shit.
Say anything to this person and have the courage to be like, "Hey, you know what I'm saying," and not go to Carly's mom and say something, because she was in the picture. The mom was living in the same household. It's not like SPM had a divorce and none of this. He was with a woman. He was in a relationship with a woman in the same household.
Man, there's a lot of men who are with women and still do nasty ass shit like this. You know what? To be honest with you, I'm tired of hearing this shit already. And look, man, all I can tell you is that it's all truth, man. How in the hell you gonna get a 13-year-old girl pregnant, take her to school, pick her up, drop her off to elementary school, 7th grade? Okay, you mean that's not gonna strike something up there in that brain, bruh? Come on now. He knew, man. You could tell. You would be able to tell. A grown man should be able to tell a little girl's body. Okay. Now all that shit that they say about okay, them working in the strip club. Okay, I get it. I don't. Yeah, you're not gonna be IDing nobody in there. But let me tell you something. Once he started picking her up from school, once he started dropping her off, once he got her impregnated, he knew. Believe that. And he knew before that, because it was even proven that he had his hand somehow in that strip club. So you know what, man? Miss me with your shit, bruh. And you know what? For everybody out there who supports this man, you guys got to be ashamed of yourself, homies. You know, look, it's like this. We all stand on morals. We all stand, us as Mexicanos, Chicanos, you know, even blacks, even whites, man. Everybody stands on this, I believe. And there's sick apples in every bunch, man. That's the sad part about it. But you can't support this shit, man. You can't. There's your boy Gordo. And yeah, man. Nothing but love and respect, man. I appreciate everybody who's been supporting my channel. Do me a favor, hit that like, hit that subscribe button, and I'm out, man.